Hey everyone, it's Mr. Fleece here, and today I want to talk to you about the fundamentals of drawing. In this exercise, I'm going to teach you how to draw the three basic shapes: circle, square, and triangle. And then I'm also going to teach you how to draw the three-dimensional forms of each of those shapes: cube, sphere, pyramid. Are you ready? Let's get in it. Okay, for this project we're going to need a 12 by 18 sheet of drawing paper. We're also going to need a 2H drawing pencil or just a regular pencil. Some tools that will help with this project is a circle stencil of some kind. I like to use recycled tape rolls, or you can, use a container from around your home. Also, if you have access to a ruler that displays inches, that can be really helpful for this exercise as well, although it's not necessary to have that. So the first step is to fold our paper into thirds, hot dog style. So I'm going to bring the bottom up on, this is the long side and this is the short side. I'm going to bring the bottom up and I'm going to lay it there so that my fold, okay, this distance on my fold is about the same distance from the top of the paper to the edge. Okay, so once I have that about there, I'm gonna go ahead and fold that and put a crease in the paper. Now, these folds can be approximate. I wanna try and make them as even as I can, but if it's okay if it's just a little bit off, like you'll notice I have just a little bit off there, that's okay. Then open up your drawing paper, and now you have 3 rows that should be approximately evenly spaced. In the first row, we are going to draw our basic shapes. So I like to go ahead and label this row as shape. Then I'm going to stencil my circle first. I'm going to label circle. Next, I'm going to draw my square. This is where the ruler can be handy because we know that a square is composed of equal sides. I'm just going to draw a 3-inch by 3-inch square. And I'm going to label this square. Then I'm going to draw a rectangle. And a rectangle has 2 equal sides. So I'm going to do a 4 by 3-inch rectangle, and I'm going to label that rectangle. And then lastly, I'm going to draw a triangle. I'm going to give my base of my triangle about 3 inches, and then I'm going to draw a guideline in the middle. So if I use my ruler, I can mark at 1.5 inches, which is half of 3 inches, and I can add the height. So I'm going to do just slightly higher than my base at 3.25 inches. And then I can use that line to draw the sides of my triangle. And I'm going to label this one as a triangle. These are the 4 basic shapes that most complex drawings can be broken all the way down into the simplest form of a circle, square, rectangle, or triangle. In the second row, we're going to draw the 3-dimensional form of the shapes in row 1. So I'm going to label row 2 as form. Starting first with my sphere, without value, there is very little difference between a circle and a sphere when there is no value or shading. Now I'm going to draw my cube, and there's multiple ways to draw a cube. This is just the method that I like to use. So I'm going to leave a little bit of space. So for my fold line, I left about 1 inch space. I'm going to go up 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, and then I like to come down and I'm going to set my ruler in a little bit. So it's not quite to the edge, and I'm going to draw my second, a little bit further down, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches. Now it's important to make sure that these lines are parallel to each other, the angles are roughly the same. And then I just connect the 4 corners and I have a cube. And then I'm going to label cube. Next, we're going to convert a rectangle into a cylinder. So to do that, I'm going to draw my base, which was 4 inches. And then half of 4 is 2. I'm going to make a little guiding line. This is just going to be used to determine the height of my cylinder as I put a guiding line up the center just like so. And then I can start here at the 2 and line it up and draw a 4-inch line across the top. Kind of looks like an H tipped on its side. And then I'm going to draw a curved line that curves out kind of like a parenthesis on the end. And then on the opposite end, I'm going to draw the same. These two lines are going to be parallel, so the angle's the same. Just like so. And then I'm going to draw an oval on the end of my cylinder, just like so. Label this cylinder. Lastly, I have my triangle, which is now going to become a pyramid. So I'm going to draw my 3-inch base, mark my center, which was 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to draw a 3¼ inch height. I am going to connect my sides. And I have my triangle base. From there, I'm going to add on a side, creating a pyramid. I'm gonna start my line here at the top, and I don't want it to extend past this corner. So I'm gonna draw my line down, approximately there, because if I go any farther, it would be past this point. And I'm going to connect those two, and now I have a pyramid. In row 3, we are going to practice the shading of our 3-dimensional forms. So I'm going to label row 3 as value, and I'm going to copy everything that I've done in row 2 and row 3. And now we have a breakdown of our basic shapes, and we can visually see them turn into their form. And then in the next video, I'm going to teach you how to add value to this row and shade these forms properly to show value. Okay, so that's how you go about drawing your basic shapes and your basic forms. In the next video, I'm going to teach you how to shade those basic forms properly so you can understand how an artist would add value to 3-dimensional form on a 2D surface. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.